Hypothermia. We got some time. We can break this down by hand. What I don't have is an abundance of water. Water. Water is suddenly very important.
Eating itself.
And in 1 hour of being awake, I have exhausted myself to the halfway point. I have to get out here and make some water in roughly an hour. Stay above freezing. Oh, hypothermia, you're tricky. Well, you know, it is my fault.
I better find some water.
We are on the same page, my friend. Okay. Yeah, so I don't believe I have picked up any sticks. Oh. Well, that makes me feel better. Okay, no messing around. Let's get this, wait a second. Away from it. And right in there. Okay, yep. Tinder. Sure, why not? And that. Stick. And actually, we got to get this done quick, don't we? I don't want that hypothermia risk resetting on me. Okay. Well, I have to keep my fingers crossed that the wind doesn't snuff that out on me. Yikes. Sounds like it wants to. And I mean, if it does, there's really nothing I can do about it. However, Meandlin showed me a little cave area where I could, if I need to, not too far away from here, tuck in there, and it'd be pretty much windproof. Let's see, 25 minutes? Let's do that. Just exhausted. Okay, let's hop back out here. Hopefully the fire stayed in the shelter, or at least in the leeward side of the wind.
It's making me feel tired.
It didn't, but it wasn't strong enough to blow it out, so I'll take that as a win. Cool. All right.
Too tired to think straight.
Come on. Oh, faster than that. It's a race. Ha. Now I drink. There we go. And he's warming up. It's gonna try. Yeah, do that again. Come on, give me the embers. Perfect. Perfect. Not exactly what you want, but it's good enough for me. Hypothermia. Nothing like kicking a fella while he's down. Okay, so what I'm going to do here, I have to remain above freezing for 8 hours to cure my hypothermia. Go here, here. Those are an asset. I'm glad I found those. So now I've got that liter of water I need to kind of get me through the next 8 hours. And this blizzard. So, what I'm going to do though, is because I'm so beat up, and because my time of day is completely off, I'm going to eat some cattails, of course, right now. And then sleep for 5 hours. It won't cure the hypothermia. Now I'll sleep for, 6 hours. Whew. One long blizzard going on out there. Because now I'll be able to, when the sun goes down this evening, I'll be able to, you know, get some really decent rest. Because the hypothermia is going to wipe them out. Make them pretty darn tired. Problem is, don't really have enough water to really stick around for much longer than this.
Something's making me feel really tired.
It's hypothermia. It really is. Well, he's just getting thirsty now. Okay, well, you know what? If I don't have a problem with food. There's food like 20 feet and down a hill. I can get enough calories to get through the night. Do need to cure the hypothermia. There we go. To wrap that up in a hurry. Okay. I'll still be exhausted. But if I bottom out of my cold, it's a hypothermia risk, not a reset on that. So thank you for sticking by, the sick fella.
Never been so hungry in my life.
Ah. Now you can tell veterans of the game because they've changed wolf territories a little bit, and you don't get wolves up this area very often. You can tell veteran players who like they kind of avoid this area because they've had runs and the wolves right here.
I need to find a place to rest.
But you've never been so hungry in your life. So, let's solve one problem, and then work on the next. So yeah, I have left some cattails for later collection, because this is as far in this direction as they grow. So you're not going to find any in Desolation Point. And yeah, once you exhaust this supply, that's pretty much it for this map. So yeah, you're looking at the ravine for your closest spot for cattails, and here, you know, just like anywhere, it's best to have a few, you know, on hand. Okay, so a little bit of a setback. There with my horrible bow play. I can't believe I got hypothermia. That was such a... It's like I just started playing the game yesterday or something. Oh, jeepers, I cannot believe I got hypothermia. Yeah, it's a massive setback. But, you know, here he is on day 62. So, kind of an uneventful time there, just recovering from hypothermia, but that's what it's like, and you can kind of manipulate it, right? How bad... Wait a second, how bad is my thirst? And have a little sip of water in the morning when I get up, and that's it. I don't have really enough to get me through. He's exhausted now. What to do? So, and now I'm gonna go for a big sleep. Nice long. Not exactly another smooth move, using a food that dehydrates you right before bed. But I can get 9 hours of sleep without taking any damage from dehydration just at that little tip there, so I will. First thing I need to do is go out again and start yet another fire when I wake up, though. Start a fire, boil some water. Sort of very uncoordinated. I would have liked to have gotten it before going to sleep, and should have stuck to cattails. But as long as the wind stays down, I can get this thing going. There we go. Fire striker. Get rid of that last piece of tinder. We've got a stick. Yep. So I was planning, I had a travel plan involved there that was supposed to be traveling, you know, making fires on the way and drinking water, not staying in one location for longer than it would have taken me to walk across the map. So here I am, and that's just
I did it.
that's just the way it goes. That's just the way it goes. Let's see here. I can probably get a liter before bottoming out on my temperature. I know I'm not warming up any out here. It's a 16-degree fire. But I should be able to get a little bit more condition back when I get some liquid into me. Wonderful stuff. The breakfast tea. Could have backed off on the water a little bit. But I'll use the calories.
Find some place to escape this cold.
Yes, sir. All right. Well, let's escape this cold. And actually, my real life situation, we just got a new kitten. The cat is not exactly impressed. But we won't. I have a gray cat. And I don't know if any of you out there own a gray cat and are aware of the personality that kind of comes with a gray cat. You know, he's affectionate enough and everything like that, but he takes his job of being a cat very seriously. Now, I've always wanted a gray or an orange cat. Really, I've always wanted a big orange cat because they are the most, they seem to be the most cat-like of cats. If you, I don't know if I'm making any sense, but they're really, once again, they're an animal that takes its job seriously. So, so I get talked into, well, not talked into it, that would be completely false. I get a mild suggestion of, hey, what do you think of this cat?
My fingers feel numb.
And I was like, oh, it's orange. I've always wanted an orange cat. And now I have an orange kitten. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm yammering on. What I need to do is cook up this tea. I don't want to lose any more condition to either of these things right off the hop. Let's get the hot one down. Yeah, now I have an orange cat. It's great. Except it's a kitten. So it has no attention span. Okay, well, I don't want to... I'll grab another. Why not make another leader? If I want to leave some behind, I can leave some behind. Oh, no, no.
Die if I
Cancel.
don't warm up soon.
Sorry about it. I wanted to do this a lot faster and get out of here, but... Okay, so now we go to sleep for a few hours and then walk on. Ugh. I can say I just...
So hungry.
Yeah, I'm sorry, guy. You know what? I don't know what happened. I really don't. I dropped the ball in a very major way with you, and I'm not sure exactly why I continue to just fumble like this. It's like I got that hypothermia put me so far off my game. I'm now just I'm struggling to make water, you know? Ugh. What a burn. Okay, let's get this guy feeling better, well rested, and on his way. I'm really hoping there's not a blizzard. Fully rested. Good. He is at 84%. Good enough for me. 84% is nice. He was almost using an emergency stim there. Wow, a nice sunny and bright day. Good for traveling. Not really going to be good for temperature, but Okay. Gotta get off this hill without spraining an ankle. I guess your odds go up with... I'll leave you... Your odds go up with how overweight you are. Okay, you two can come with me.
All I can think about is food.
Or, I guess there's only one here. Yeah, if you're overweight, chances of snapping one are pretty good. Wiping out, I guess, is what happens. Okay, so going back to Mystery Lake isn't going to be all that exciting. But going to... Oh. Going to Pleasant Valley is going to be neat for a change. When I get to the tower, signal tower there, I will craft my bearskin coat. Oh, this is that little partial cave you can get away from the wind. Start a little fire in there. Another European long dart player, Miandalem. So there's Miss Gam Survives, Miandalem, Delirious Gaming. And he does that casual failing series. There's a bunch of coal. Yeah, I'll take it. And there's a bunch of all sorts of people play it on Twitch too. It's hard to kind of, you know, if you're gonna watch YouTube videos, to watch also somebody play streaming. You know, you almost kind of have to pick one or the other, or develop a strong dependence on caffeine, and you know, work on 2 hours of sleep all the time because all you're doing is watching people play The Long Dark. Because it's endless in the streaming, right? You can pretty much catch it at any time. And, you know, I like it. I like the idea that, whoa, that was neat. I'm just kind of gridded in there. Let's see if I can get that to do
Cold
it
is
again.
making my head feel thick.
Oh! Vroom. That had to have a sound effect. I'm sorry. I said last... What was it? A couple episodes ago, I just caught it. I was, like I said, you do a little with a lot. I meant the opposite of that with the Hinterlands group there. They do a lot with just a little, you know? Like, I mean, the color palette alone, like, is not that extreme. But it's just amazing. Oh, getting cold. I thought maybe it was affliction, afraid of heights or something,
Never
you
felt
know?
so cold in my life.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'd be worrying about right now if I were you. Like, I would see that, and I'd be like, oh, I guess I can't go this way. Like the trestle bridge in one piece, I'd be like, oh, I don't know if I can do that. It'd be so unnerving. I mean, you know, trains go across it. It has to be fine. But at the same time, I mean, well, obviously from that giant break back there, it's not fine, but...
Where can I find something to eat?
Oh, it's your lucky day. I think at this point it doesn't matter if you're blocked from the wind, because if you're cold, you're cold. Yeah, I do want to get up to this cave here and do a little bit of hanging out indoors. Well, indoors. It's funny, yeah, that on my survival all outdoors stalker run, which I should do another. You know, those are fun. And he's on it. Is it a guy? Is it a female? The female, it almost doesn't count because they just naturally live longer in the world of Long Dark. But it's actually, I've seen other people who have the same problem. They can't get a guy to live very long. Although Fractured Muffin Cake is another European, actually. She's got her Dave character going there. Gosh. Michael York's got a new Interloper run, and so much awesome Long Dark to watch. I love the content, you know. And then for new people who are watching it, it just helps them with map knowledge and stuff, you know. Because, I mean, it's great to watch somebody explore Forlorn Muskeg, because it's not you. So next time you're like, okay, so when I'm here, I can go here. Good to know. And not die. So yeah, about this update that's happening. Oh, excited. I'm excited. Thinking about it all the time. A lot with a little. It's just so good. But yeah, watching other people, I really like the editing that's done. Oh, great editing a lot of the time. A lot of people putting up
Too much stuff to carry.
Not like this one ring circus going on here. Like actually good, really good editing. Just, like I trim out the parts of me sleeping. So you get those nice super abrasive cuts, which is like slamming on the brakes. Good. Nice and warm. Nice and warm. Okay. Let's eat, drink, sleep. I want to make the dam today. I said eat and drink, then sleep. That's right. But there'll be a few cattails on the other side in the ravine here. There's actually, I think I left a couple down below too. Sleep for an hour. Yep, that'll warm them up. It sounds like the wind wants to do all sorts of things out there. Glad I got that hypothermia risk healed. That's no joke, that stuff. Yeah.
I need to find food.
Like, I don't want him to be worst case scenario guy. I don't want him to be on the edge of death all the time and constantly beat up. So I need to start playing a little more, I don't know, like I gotta pay attention. I don't know what I'm doing. I mean, I'm not sure I think I know what I'm doing, but I don't know what's going on here. I don't know why I'm so... Now, wouldn't that be neat? They just opened this area up. Gave you some foot trails back into there. Yeah, this new update coming. I'm very excited. I'm a little bit, you know, like I'm excited about the changes with the food, I guess. I'm just kind of, you know, it's a little bit distressing. I mean, you've been cooking food in the long dark for so long, the same way every time. For it to change now, it's kind of like, oh, okay. So what will I do with all my time? Because that's really what I wonder. It's like, what will I do with my time? And do I have to pay attention to it? It's going to be interesting to see. Here's where I had to have a nap. Okay. All right, let's get you jogging. Yeah, I tried living in the ravine for a while, but it's really difficult to do without a hatchet or something to chop down wood. You can't just live off sticks. Just thinking, and then remembering, I should actually pick up these cattails over here. We're just beyond this rock. I think I left them. I'm not exactly sure if I did. Yeah, I might have picked a few. Looks like no, actually. It looks like I left these. Best food source ever. It really is. I hope they never change this. This is how you get survival out of people, is using those cattails. And then the thing is too, it's completely within the realms of reality. You can eat these things and survive. Just full of starch. To the point where if you eat one, it's gritty and starchy. The younger ones aren't like that. The fresher ones, but the older they get, the more wooden they get. If you can get starch out of something, right? It's food. Non-poisonous.
Can't feel my feet.
You can use the cotton part to start fires, of course, and line clothing, and it's a fantastic plant. This stuff, though, this is what gets me. Birch bark, tinder. That should pretty much, if you use it as tinder, you should get a 10% bonus to your fire starting, because if you've ever burnt birch bark, holy cow, it's like paper soaked in gasoline. This stuff just blazes. It's always worthwhile.
Freezing.
Find a little bit of birch bark, even in when it's wet, even, because I guess it retains whatever the resin or whatever. It's very flammable. Fantastic stuff for fire. In the rain, you can burn birch bark. You'll get a decent fire. Okay, enough chatter, because I don't want to get attacked. Now, John said there's a way up and around on the inside, so that when you're leaving, you can kind of avoid this clown. All right, excellent. So what I'm going to do here is get into the dam and call it an episode, because it's a quick trek and I recovered from hypothermia. I have some cattails on me. Ta-da! I'm sure I did. I remember leaving stuff in the dam. But I know I've looted basically the entire top half of it. So there are... Did I leave anything at all? Just one birch sapling. Put that in a more visible area. Well, let's see here. How many? I've got 2 cured birch sapling and a cured maple. There's a bunch back at... I'm gonna get more. Got 3 arrow shafts. Ugh. Been pretty good. I could take it with me. But the amount of birch saplings I'm going to harvest in Pleasant Valley alone, I'll probably snag at least 10. So that one can stay here. It's a good for later sort of thing. Is this the... No, over there, that's the... I call it the boot locker over there, because everybody but me seems to find a great pair of boots in those lockers. I'm fine. I find boots and other things no problem. But yeah, so I'm going to leave her off here. And thank you very much for watching. the struggles and this absolute silliness. Can't believe I gave myself hypothermia. But I thought I'd at least, you know, kind of document a little bit on how I kind of deal with it. And I deal with it by poor resource management and running out of water and eating food that dehydrates me. And so, yeah, basically, you kind of not do what I do. Not only will you survive, but your character will be in better shape than this one. Alright, we'll keep surviving, and we'll see you later.